What's up, guys? This is Ball Talk. I'm Mike.
I'm Joe.
We're just going to get
What's
right
up?
into our predictions. And right off the bat, we have the Eastern Conference first round Bucks versus Pistons. Joe, who are you taking?
Bucks, 100%.
Yeah, I'm taking the Bucks too. I'm probably in four, maybe five, but the Bucks are definitely winning this series, no doubt. And then we move on to
Maybe
Celtics
five. Maybe
Pacers.
five.
I'm going Celtics in
So
six.
that series could go to seven. I'm not gonna cap. Like, I'm
Oh
not
yeah,
gonna
for
lie. I
sure.
say it could go to seven possibly. It was six or seven. But I think the Celtics will come out with a win. It all depends on how Kyrie plays. I don't think Gordon Hayward will be like it's like two. If he'll be effective, I just don't think it'll be as effective. But it just depends on how they play. It depends on what Celtics we see. If we see that. If they play as a well-formed machine that Brad Stevens could get them out, then yeah.
I think a major
It's all.
headline is Marcus Smart's injury.
That's
Tore his
gonna.
oblique. Supposed to be out for the first two rounds and then come back for the conference finals if they even get that far. But I mean,
Mm-hmm,
hopefully their death won't affect them or their death will help them get out of the first round at least. I mean, I am a
mm-hmm.
bit concerned about Smart and it does hurt them for sure, especially like the defense and his hustle. But hopefully in this series it
Mm-hmm,
won't be that big of a factor. I don't know. I agree with you. I think the Pacers could take them to seven. I'm gonna go Celtics in six. But if we get the bad
It's.
Celtics, the Celtics that lost games to the Magic, they lost three games to the Magic, and I know they're a playoff team, but they're a joke of a playoff team. Let's be honest. Like when they're
Mhm.
losing games like that to bad teams, and they got blown out by so many teams early on in the year, if we get that team, they're going home in five, for sure. You can't have that
Oh yeah,
team for a whole
100%.
series. You need them to be locked in.
If I feel the main thing is gonna be like Miles Turner, how he plays.
Yeah, that's a big
Yeah,
factor. You need
because
Al
Miles
Horford to
Turner
play
is
good on him.
like Miles Turner is like a defensive. His not even just offense, just like defense too. Like he's like a one of the people you could argue for defensive player of the year. And
Mm-hmm.
right now he's been playing, or I think he averages like 2 blocks a game or something like that. He averages
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
pretty
blocks a
pretty
game, and
impressive
then like,
resume. That's for sure.
mhm. But the only problem is with that, it's just like I don't know how much he's gonna be in the paint due to the fact they have Al Horford, which is really good at stretching the floor for
Right.
the Celtics. So that's just really gonna be hard for the Pacers have to figure out how to limit him and like be able to use both of them. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, one last thing before we move on to the next series, I just want to say they did such a good job of playing good without Victor Oladipo, the Pacers. Like when you lose somebody like that and you still have a strong finish to your year, that's very impressive. Whether they get out of the first round or they lose this round, whatever happens, it's still pretty impressive, nonetheless. Then we have Sixers and Nets. I actually think very highly of the Nets in this series. Maybe a little bit too much. Maybe I'm just on the
Mhm.
D'Lo train a little bit.
I don't know the I don't know how it all depends on how Ben Simmons them do.
Yeah, I think I think the Nets are the best non home court seed, if that makes sense. They're the best bottom four team in the East. I think they're a little bit better than the Pacers. So I think the Sixers got the worst draw out of the top four teams. And I mean, I'm still gonna take the Sixers, but I think it's gonna be in six. And I would not be surprised if the Nets took them to seven. But I mean, if the Sixers stars all play good, if they're clicking, they'll get the series over and done with in four or five. So we'll see. If I will say if the games are close and it comes down to the end and it's within a shot or two, D'Angelo Russell, he's gonna come in clutch for you.
Oh yeah, 100%. With how clutch he's been playing, like how he is at the end of games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Ben Simmons has to be able to do good that series.
Yep. You need to see Ben Simmons
It's
do
all
a little
weighing
bit
on
more
Ben.
than last year's playoffs. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I said 100%. I'm ready.
Then we have Raptors and Magic. I'm taking Raptors for sure.
Oh yeah,
Probably in
Raptors in
man
five.
four or five. I
I'm
mean,
giving them.
Vucevic.
I'm gonna give them hope.
If it was like a 1-game playoff, I would take the Magic maybe, but like the Magic aren't gonna win.
I don't
this.
even
They're
know
not a
about
best
that.
of 7 series. Like this.
Loki
This
still
is a
kind of
new
confused. I
Raptors
didn't even
team.
realize them. Not even a cap. Well, no, not well, not they got rid of. Okay, so they got rid of DeMar, Podol, and then what's his name? They had well, who was that? They got rid of a couple other people, I think, but they got rid of Podol and sorry, I didn't mean to curse, but and DeMar, which at first to me I thought was a little weird because like DeMar, like I didn't think it was that bad, and they fired their coach. They got rid of Dwayne Casey and they hired Nick Nurse.
Mhm.
Then they also, but then Danny Green's been putting in work for them, which he's averaging like 10 a game,
I've
but
been
like
saying
still, like
since
I was
day
looking at his
one,
stats,
since
you know,
that
it's
trade
not
went
bad.
down, Danny Green was a hidden gem in that trade for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. 10 points.
He has
He's
been
he's only
huge
been
for
averaging
them.
like 10 a game, but like 10 a game is still
But
pretty
like
nice. And then
he's the
the
guy where he
Raptors.
just comes in and hits the big shot. It feels like every time I'm watching the Raptors game, the Raptors are on like an 8-0 run. Who caps it off? He's gonna hit a 3 in the corner.
Danny Green.
Every time I'm watching, he's the guy who's hitting the big shot.
And then
Obviously,
Kawhi
at the end
has
of the
been
game, you got Kawhi
putting up
clutching
points.
But, yeah.
And then Siakam, who's come out of nowhere, our most improved player candidate, with his, I think he's been just going off. I think, in my opinion, he should win most improved, but D'Lo I think will win it
You
in
think
the long
Siakam?
run. I just don't know. I think Siakam should, just how Siakam's
Mhm.
been playing. He's been helping that Raptors team secure that number one spot, or wherever. He's been helping them secure his like nice spot right now.
Yep.
I think he should, but D'Lo's just been doing it all year. But like Siakam kind of
Yeah,
started. I
D'Lo's
don't know when
definitely
he
the
started. He
fan
started a little bit
favorite.
later.
Clearly, that doesn't mean
Yes,
anything
I
when it
think there's
comes
some-
down to those sort of votes, but we'll see what they decide. All right, so we have Bucks versus Celtics and Sixers versus Raptors. We'll swing over to the West, start with the Warriors and Clippers. Warriors. in 4, maybe 5, but come on.
I don't even. I would like to give them a little bit of hope, but nah, I
If the
can't.
Clippers matched up against another team, I could see some
Maybe
magic,
you
but
win,
not
but nah.
man, death wish. They're done.
Sucks, man.
Yeah,
Big grip.
great year for
Grip in the
Donovan.
chat, boys.
Yeah, they're done. All right, Rockets and Jazz. I think this series is going to be a little bit
Somebody's-
more entertaining than people think. I think a lot of people see the Jazz as more of a pushover for the Rockets, which they really could be. It depends. I mean, the Rockets definitely should have been like the 2 seed if they didn't choke the other night to OKC. So hopefully that doesn't hurt them because now they have to play Golden State in the second round. Should they win, they will beat the Jazz. I hope. I don't want to see Jazz and Golden State. I want to see, you want to see Golden State in Houston. I'm taking Houston in 5 or 6.
Yeah, I'm taking Houston.
Okay, then we got the Blazers and the Thunder. The Thunder, despite being the lower seed, are probably the favorites, I would say, in this series.
I'll probably
Nurkic's
be there,
injury
yeah.
definitely hurts, especially after, I think they were 7-2 actually after Nurkic's injury, but I'm just thinking back to last year's playoffs when the Blazers got swept by a 6 seed, the Pelicans. So, maybe things have changed. You need to see
Oh,
Dame
it's all
do
on
better.
Dame.
It is. You need to
Hey,
see
last
Dame do
year-
better. That's the bottom line.
If Dame doesn't do good this series, I low key just might not tell him, like, because I'm usually saying he's underrated, but like I don't know. Regular season, yeah, he is, but playoff time, I don't know. Like playoff time, he shot like 32% from the field last time. Like you can't be doing that when you're considering yourself underrated. And you always
For sure.
try to help you get people to say like, yeah, you're underrated. I'm underrated. I don't get the recognition. But when you underperform in the playoffs, like I'm sorry, I can't be saying that all the time.
Mm-hmm.
If you're just not going to be able to lead your team
Right.
where they should be.
I think CJ McCollum needs to have a good series too if they're gonna win.
Oh yeah, too.
You need
too.
your 1 and 2 guards to just show up. But I'm taking OKC.
Those guys are the big pieces.
I'm taking OKC in 6.
Oh yeah, Sam. They're not going to be able to get past that series easily. I
Yeah.
don't think Dame is gonna let. Dame will. I feel like Dame will still perform, and be like not
I
have to
hope
happen
so.
that quick.
For NBA viewers' sake, I hope so. NBA
Oh, yeah,
fan viewers'
'cause
sake,
if
I
it's-
really hope so.
Imagine if that is a bad series. I would be low key shocked.
Yeah. All right, so we both have OKC, and that brings us to Denver and the Spurs. And I'm so tempted to take the Spurs in this series, but I'm not going to.
Oh no, I'm just as tempted just because of that. Just pop, like the pop, fuck the his experience and like I just feel like he can coach any team to the playoffs. To be honest, not to the play like he did, but he can coach really. Like I feel like he has just so much success with coaching people.
Right. He has
And then like
experience.
the
He's
only
won
old,
championships. Like,
but then you just got Jokic and all them. Like you just got that Nuggets team is actually
right.
really
I
good.
don't. The Nuggets are no joke. But
But
on the
just
other side,
experience.
would I be surprised if they get upset here? I don't know if
No,
I'd exactly be surprised. To be honest.
no. I understand what you mean by that.
I
Like,
mean,
no, I want to be
I
like
can see both sides
completely
here. I don't
shocked.
see this Nuggets team going far. They're not making a finals run, bearing something
Oh no,
crazy.
they're they're gonna. I feel like they're gonna get past this team, but then who would they play? What's
They'd
it
play
called? They
OKC
play the
or
Thunder next round.
Trailblazers, yeah.
That would be a hard series for them, but I don't know.
You know, like I don't know. The Nuggets should win this series, but like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if they did lose. I'm gonna take the Nuggets in 6.
Mm. Nuggets versus Spurs. You mean?
Yeah, I meant Nuggets versus Spurs. I'm taking Nuggets in 6. All right, so we're down to the second round. We have Bucks versus Celtics. I'm
Bucks,
taking the
Celtics,
Bucks.
Bucks. Yeah, I would like to have a little bit of hope in Brad's season, but nah.
Yeah, as much as I'm tempted to take the
Can't.
Celtics, as a fan, it's just like the Bucks just had an unbelievable year, and I think Giannis finally at this point would have gotten the monkey off his back. He finally won a playoff series, and this team is pretty solid. Like their starting 5 is really good. Middleton is very underrated. Bledsoe has had a pretty good year, and Giannis is Giannis, of course. Probably future MVP if we're being honest. You got Brook Lopez nailing in 3-pointers like he's Steph Curry. Like, come on. Or maybe that was a bit of a stretch, but you know, his shooting has been something else for a center. And they picked up Mirotic, didn't they, at the trade deadline? So,
Wait, who?
This team is
Do you
pretty nice.
mean?
Talking about the Bucks picking up Mirotic.
Oh yeah. They got Brooke eating right now. We got Giannis. There's a lot of little pieces on this team that people don't really talk about, but Giannis is obviously
Right.
the main one.
I mean, on the other side, like the
And
Celtics definitely
then
have the best. They have the most talented
the
team.
depth,
They might have the most talented team in
Mhm.
the whole league, but like as far as depth goes
But-
too, I'm looking at depth.
yeah,
But
they're just.
I don't
It's just
see
the
on
whole
this
gelling
team.
thing. If
To
they
be
can't
honest
gel,
with you,
that's just gonna hurt
especially
them.
compared to last when I saw Celtics Bucks last year, from what I could see, I don't see anybody that can stop Giannis. And if you can't stop
Oh
Giannis
no.
in a year like this, I don't know if you're gonna win that series, especially if Marcus Smart is in there. Marcus probably wouldn't be guarding
Oh, yeah,
Giannis.
no,
I'm not
no.
saying that, but I'm just saying his impact on the whole team is a
Defensively.
big deal. So I mean,
Oh yeah, no.
I don't see a Giannis,
If
stopper
Giannis-
on this team.
That is what, and then like, I don't know. There's just I'm thinking the Raptors might. I don't know. The Raptors. I don't think they'll be able to stop them. But like, that's why like that kind of gave away my next prediction. But you know,
Yeah, that's okay. We'll move on to that right now. So we have Sixers and Raptors. I don't think highly of the Sixers, to be completely honest with you. I just don't see they don't have the depth that the other top teams in the East have because they traded for such a good starting core. I mean, their starters are great. I mean, Simmons at the point. You got JJ Redick. Clearly Embiid
Jimmy
is probably
Butler.
the best center in the league.
Jimmy Butler, Tobias.
Jimmy Butler. Oh, I didn't even think about Jimmy.
and-
I mean, their team is
Yeah,
really
no.
good. It's just
But all in that
Raptors. I don't think.
fucking power grab. They got rid of Covington. That was a really good 3-and-D player. They got rid of Saric. They got rid of a lot of people, a lot of pieces on their team. I don't know. It just, again, that Ben Simmons is just that factor. He's that X
The X
factor, that
factor,
variable. He's
right.
not, because like, we can't have another 1-point game out of him if they really expect to beat the Raptors. Like, this Raptors team is no, like, choke.
Right.
Like, I don't know how that'll go.
I can see this series going either way. It really all depends on what team shows out. I mean, this goes for every series. But I mean, if you get the regular season Raptors, they're gonna beat this team in 6.
Mhm.
If you get
I have
the
that.
recent team, like I know like the whole team completely changed, but if you see a team like last year when they were the number 1 seed and they just got swept by Cleveland, who was definitely the worst team in that series. Like if you see those kind of Raptors, you see Kyle Lowry struggling, they can definitely lose this series. But I'm taking Toronto. I'm gonna have Bucks and Toronto in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Oh yes, then. Now what do we got?
We
West
got
Conference
Golden
Finals.
State and Houston.
Oof.
Rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals, which the The Rockets definitely should have won that series if Chris Paul was healthy. Even though he wasn't healthy, they had double-digit leads in games 6 and 7, and they win that series. They win that championship. So definitely a huge missed opportunity for them. This is probably their last chance at a ring, if we're being honest.
Oh yeah. This core, I don't know. Well, wait, are we talking Raptors?
Rockets.
I mean, are we talking Warriors or
Rockets?
Rockets. Yeah. We just
I can see this as being their last
like,
year at a chip, and they gotta get past Golden State. Golden State's just been eliminating them year after year. It seems like.
Harden, I don't know. It's just like if Harden slows down and like gets like, because I think that was a question if Harden is gonna get like exhausted.
Right.
He plays so much and he scores.
We need to see like legit James Harden. We need to see regular season Harden. Harden and the Raptors, what they share in common is a great regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, they're nowhere to be found. That's what it feels like. I mean, even when I was watching the Rockets Warriors last year, I felt like Chris Paul was their guy last year when I was watching that series, and when he went down, obviously they weren't going to be the same team. So I mean, we need Harden to just show up. We need guys like Eric Gordon. The Rockets actually have a very deep team, I would say too. Like they acquired Austin Rivers. He's been pretty solid for him. You got the twins there, Kenneth Faried, and who do they got? It's not Damari Carroll. Is it Kenneth Faried and Nene? They're basically twins.
My son.
But I'm taking the Warriors. I'm not gonna switch up now because their starting 5 is just ridiculous. Their bench might not be that good, and I know that's the reason why I don't like the Sixers necessarily. But I mean, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant. Those 3 right there. And then you add Draymond Green and DeMarcus Cousins. Come on. They're going to the conference finals at least. I would love to see them lose to the Rockets. But I mean, I'm taking Golden State. Just off their pure superstar, star quality talent alone, I'm taking Golden State. What say you?
It's a hard choice for me, to be honest.
What do you think?
If Harden is good, if Harden does his thing, this could be. It's gonna go very far. I know that. I was trying to decide.
Yeah, I'm gonna take Warriors in 6 or 7.
I can't. I want to go with the Rockets. I want to see Harden win a ring. To be honest, that's like my thing. I want to see Harden win a ring. But like, I don't know if he can. Everyone says the way he's playing. I guess that's right. But I mean, I don't know.
But will he play that way in the playoffs?
Oh yeah, no.
So who are you saying? Are you saying Golden State?
Yeah, I have to, man.
Then that brings us to, we both agree that this would be OKC versus the Nuggets.
Mm-hmm.
If OKC gets to this series, I'm going to take OKC. This might sound crazy because I think the Nuggets may have won the season series against them. I don't know if they swept them, but I think the Nuggets took most of the games against them this year. But I think OKC is going to have them based on experience. Russell Westbrook has played a lot of big playoff games. Paul George has gotten to the conference finals in the East a couple of times. Obviously, last year it didn't go their way. But I think this Thunder team is different than last year's team. I want to say. I really want to say that they are. So, that being said, I think the Thunder will beat the inexperienced Nuggets team in the series. If we get to see, I think it should be a great series. I'm going to take Thunder in 7.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Okay.
It's just like, I don't know. Russell Westbrook has to shoot well. Paul George has to get right. Yes,
No,
you
yeah,
know,
I just
his defense has to be right.
just looked it up. The Nuggets did indeed sweep the season series against them. So,
Shit.
but yeah, I'm going with my guy. I'm still taking OKC.
Yes, sir.
Don't let us down. All right, so we got Bucks and Raptors in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Raptors 6. Got you.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna take the Raptors
I think-
in 2.
Are they gonna go game 1? The Bucks are gonna win. Or game 1 Bucks, and then I don't know how the rest of the series is gonna go. I just think game 1's gonna go to the Bucks.
Solid prediction.
I don't just watching. I want to watch Kawhi versus. Like I don't know, cause like teams put centers on Giannis. Not actually like he's even said that doesn't work. I think I saw a report where it's just like you gotta play a zone on him, which is gonna be crazy to see. Cause I actually want to see how teams do playing a zone against Giannis.
Now, does this team have the Giannis stopper? If Kawhi guards him, is he good enough to stop Giannis in a season like this?
Oh man, it's hard. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if Kawhi will let him bully him, but like it's just like Giannis doesn't really care who's in his way. Giannis is gonna find a way to score. Like
Yeah,
he's just expanded on, like he can shoot now. Like
that's true.
can we not like?
Because
he
like
got
I've
15,
seen
then he got right
a
here.
big reason why I picked the Bucks to go this far was not only just because of their NBA best record. It was I was thinking about, does this team that they're playing have a guy that can stop Giannis? Like in that
No.
that first round series, Pistons Bucks, we might see Giannis drop 40.
Drummond. They're gonna put Drummond on him, obviously, because they're gonna put like centers on him all year. But like, he's like as he said, no, it's hard. Nothing really works. He stuffed Joel about 4 times in a game. He's destroyed many other centers
Yeah.
in his way. Like, I don't think there's many people who can stop Giannis in the NBA.
I mean, like, I don't know. As much praise as we're giving him, I think the Raptors could take them. Because I think if they gotten this far,
Oh, yeah.
they get back to the conference finals for the first time since, 2016, I think they finally, at this point, had gotten over their playoff hump. And
Yeah.
I think they're in full gear. Like, this could be a whole different Raptors team, like I said earlier. Like, when you have guys like Kawhi and Danny Green, Kawhi is your superstar. You need Kawhi to be good. If Kyle Lowry is going to struggle, then they're going to lose this series. Kyle Lowry cannot continue to struggle in the playoffs, like I said earlier. You need Kyle Lowry to be good. You need Kawhi to be perfect in the conference finals against Giannis Antetokounmpo. But I am actually going to pick the Raptors because I'm under the assumption that they're going to click because this team is just tremendous. Honestly, I thought they were going to win the East. In the standings, I thought they were going to be the 1 seed because I would see games where like Kawhi would just sit out and they would still blow out teams by 20 points. Like they just click as a unit, and maybe that's credit to Nick Nurse. I don't really know. Maybe it's just a good team, which it is.
He's actually a really good coach.
So-
I didn't know when they fired Casey, I wasn't sure how that'd go.
Yeah,
Ended up working out really well.
I'm gonna take Toronto. This would be a great series. I think. I'm gonna take Raptors in 7.
I think I have Raptors. I think I already took Raptors in 6.
Yeah, I'm taking Raptors in 7. But I don't know. I'm kind of nervous because I picked the Raptors to go to the finals last year. I had a Rockets Raptors finals last year, and I can't speak. The Raptors let me down, and then I was like, I am never picking them again. But here I am 1 year later. I'm picking them, mostly because they have Kawhi now. If they had DeMar and Kyle Lowry and they had this record, I'd be like, I'm not being fooled by this garbage again. They're not going anywhere. But I'm taking them. I'm taking them in the finals. That roster shake up, getting Kawhi and Danny Green, who I've been going on about. That team is going to go to the finals, I think.
Hmm.
Then we got Warriors and Thunder. We agreed on.
Hmm.
I'm taking Golden State. Faux show.
Hmm.
If Golden State's gonna beat Houston, they're gonna beat OKC. Houston's probably gonna be the
Yeah.
toughest team that Golden State's gonna face in the Western Conference. And if Golden State gets this
Houston.
far and they face the Thunder, they're gonna beat them. I think. I'm taking Warriors in 6.
Yeah, I think it's the Warriors. Yeah, got it.
But I mean, like, this is the series that like we've wanted ever since KD went to Golden State. We've wanted OKC versus Golden State. We wanted to see Russell Westbrook versus Kevin Durant. So I mean, hopefully
I know.
we'll actually get to see it this year.
Hmm.
I just don't think the Thunder have enough to beat them. I think if there is any team
No,
to
they
beat
don't.
Golden State in the West, it would be Houston first and then OKC. But I mean, like I said, if Golden State's gonna get past Houston, they're gonna have to get past OKC. My gut feeling is that the Warriors won't get this far, but I mean, logically, I don't see how they wouldn't get this far. I mean, with their starting five, like, come on. They're coming off 2 championships. The Warriors are going to the finals. You got Warriors too?
Yeah.
Okay. So then we have Warriors. Our finals that we agreed on is Warriors and Raptors. What do you
Warriors, Raptors. Dig, Warriors.
How many games?
Oof. Man, this is hard because I feel I'm gonna go 7.
Okay.
I low key just feel like the Raptors they're gonna push them to their limits.
I like that. I'm gonna be 1 game less than you. I'm gonna say Golden State in 6.
Yeah, that can easily happen. I'm just trying to think of what really could like mess them up hard, like the Warriors. Like we got what's his name is gonna do pretty good. Is gonna do really well.
Whose was
I
it?
know Kawhi is gonna play really well. Kawhi, sorry,
Okay. that's
Kawhi.
It's just I don't know, just the star power. Like I said, everybody picked Golden State to win it back in the summer, and I mean clearly doesn't mean things now. But like the thing with me is like the media and just how the season goes can sway your thoughts in a certain way. So like the media tries to make it out like Golden State is in trouble. Like let's look back to Draymond and KD. You know how overblown that situation was. Well, guess what? They played the rest of the season just fine, and they're the 1 seed again. So,
I know.
I mean, the media could try and blow them up and make them seem like they're not that good. But, like, I mean, come on. We're still talking Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Kevin Durant, Draymond Green, DeMarcus Cousins.
DeMarcus Cousins, I know.
They
It's
are
just like-
coming off 2
I don't know,
rings
you can't
already. They're
even-
coming off 3 rings in 4 years.
It's like you can't argue. Like they get their problems, yeah, but you can't argue the fact that they're still like the best team in
And
basketball. Like,
right, like this,
they're all around
obviously
the
this is
best
kind of
team.
disappointing because it's like a very boring decision. I mean, how could you pick against?
Because we
Golden
kind of
State?
we kind of moved right through these. Like the Warriors, like and almost all of them, they won for us. Like I don't want them to, but like I don't know.
I don't want them to either. I am hoping that they lose to Houston, and we get a Houston OKC conference finals. But if they get past
really just
Houston, it's
wish-
game over.
The Rockets could have just played them, and what's it called? Oh yeah, no. Unless like the Thunder somehow push them so hard, I don't believe they will. But there's really no team that can really push them.
Literally,
to
you
their
need like
limits.
a Golden State injury, and not like a Draymond Green. Like you need like a Steph Curry or Kevin Durant injury.
Ooh, that's another thing. If if it messes up his ankle, oh god.
I mean, like that's such.
Or
a
you know
long
what they
shot.
could
I'm
do?
not gonna wish upon an injury. I'm just saying that's what would happen. That's like what it would take for this team to lose.
Yeah.
And even
Or
then, it
you
might
could just
not be
steal
enough.
Curry's contacts. Who
Like-
knows? There's a lot of good things. There's a
Yeah.
lot of things
See,
the teams
the
could.
Warriors may have blown a 3-1 lead, but you have to remember Steph Curry was blind. People
100%.
forget that. People forget that.
Yep, I got. He was blind. Quote us now.
Like, just give them that ring. I'm sorry, Cleveland. Like, this one isn't for you.
We're gonna get memed so hard for that.
So we're both gonna take Golden State to win it all.
Because Stephen Curry is able to see now. I can see, when Curry came out, I can see clearly now the rain is gone. That's what he heard.
Yep, pretty much.
And then just drain, 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 bam, 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 just everything coming in.
I hope he gets his Finals MVP.
Yeah, I do too. I'm hoping. I like
think he
Curry. I don't
deserved it
know.
last
I
year, I'm
I
not
don't know
gonna
why people
lie.
don't like Curry. I can't. I don't. It's hard to see people not really liking Curry.
Curry is the best point guard in the league.
I know. I know he is. I'm waiting for arguments. Who Russell Westbrook average a triple double?
Anthony.
I think somebody. I forgot who brought me. I think it was Tyrese who got me this point. But it's from Reggie Miller. But he heard it from. I heard it from Tyrese. That who was that he said that Russell Westbrook he got a triple double. I think he said that basically that Russell got one, but like other players in the league, like other guys could like Giannis could get a triple double if they really wanted to, but I don't think they
Right,
care.
if
Like
they chase
Giannis
stats,
doesn't get
basically is what.
Giannis doesn't care. Giannis is like one of those guys that does not care about like that type of shit. Like Giannis easily could. I think Giannis easily could do it himself, but he doesn't want to. He doesn't
See,
care.
here's what I'll say: is Russ chasing stats? I think so. I'm pretty sure it's kind of apparent, but I mean, what is wrong with that? He's chasing a legacy, and I don't see anything
He's
wrong
trying to.
with it. I mean, this dude has averaged a triple double for 3 years in a row. He's my second best point guard in the league. I'm gonna go Curry and then Russ. Russ isn't better than Curry, but I'm gonna take Russ second.
Yeah, no, that's mine. Russ. I go Russ. Kyrie, Russ, Kyrie. Wait, did I say Kyrie first? I didn't mean to. I meant Curry.
Yeah, you meant. I know you.
Yeah, Curry, Russ, Kyrie, and then there's a lot. Then you can debate as you can.
Would you go Kyrie after Russ?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I'll go with the same. Yeah. What do you think about Dame?
Regular season Dame. Yeah, I don't know where I'd put him there. I'm not point guard. I don't like. There's so many point guards that are good. And it's just like it's so hard for me to decide.
Yeah, it is a tough discussion. We'll probably, you know what? We'll open this discussion for another time.
Yeah, because I feel like we got a really good discussion in.
This could be a whole episode, pretty much.
Yeah, top point guards in the NBA. I know we could bring on people. So we got a lot of people who know basketball.
Fahad.
Yeah, I said basketball weird. Okay, but still, that's for another time.
Yeah.
Probably not a good thing to stream, but it's whatever. All right, let's go. Hope everyone liked it.
Was that your way of ending? Let's go.
Oh no.
Oh,
No. Let's go as in. No, I don't have a sign off yet. I have to think of one. Something clever. So everyone's like, they hear, they're like, oh, that's Joe's.
Okay.
But nah, that's another discussion for another day.
You want to take us out?
Oh, I'd love to. Thank you guys for watching Ball Talk with me, Joe, and
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Oh, okay. Okay, never mind. Hope you guys like the show. Please come back for more. We're gonna have a lot of basketball talks sooner in the playoffs. We're gonna have a lot of discussions after each round, and hopefully we can get into other sports too.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks, Joe.
Gang, gang, Treyway.